So 2.2 has been out for almost an entire year now, and 2.2 has brought a lot of great things. It added platforming mode, a lot of awesome editor features, and possibly my favorite feature, the mythic and legendary ratings. I just feel like these high ratings are a really cool way to highlight great levels and make the creating scene a lot more interesting. However, the problem with these though is sometimes it's a bit unfair. There are quite a few epic rated levels that I would say are unquestionably legendary worthy, in my opinion at least, and that's what I'm going to be going over today. I actually made a video about this back in July, but I mean, there's a lot more robbed legendary since then, so we got a lot more levels to talk about here than that time. But anyways, this video is just my opinion. It's Robtop's game. He can rate levels how he wants to, but these are just levels that I think should have been legendary or maybe even mythic. And if you completely disagree with everything I say in the video, that is fine. I just want to talk about a few really cool levels that are pretty underrated. Alright, let's get started with one that I would say is so obviously legendary worthy it's not even funny, and that is Sugar High by Blue Sky and More. Sugar High is a medium demon made for the NCS Gauntlet contest, and it looks so good. It's candy themed and has a lot of awesome colors and a really cool astrolith type art style. Even though some parts look a bit cartoonier than others, it's fine. It still goes really well together the whole time and is really consistent in its quality. I especially love the end screen and Aquaware's part. Aquaware's part is just so good. I love this part so much. And this is not going to be very common for this list, but I actually beat this level and I gotta say it is really fun. This is coming from someone who hates these flowy type of levels normally also. The only thing is the duel feels a bit luck based to me, just like a tiny bit though. It's actually really forgiving for a duel. With all that being said, this didn't even make it into the top 20 of the NCS Gauntlet contest and only got epic. I feel like this level is close to mythic worthy and is like one of the best legendaries if it was legendary. And in my opinion, I really think this should have been like top 5 in the Gauntlet contest. It's so good. Yet it didn't even get in the top 20, which like, did Robtop not even notice this level? What even happened? I mean, I feel like this level quality isn't even far off from Astrolith. Anyways, yeah, I feel like this is maybe the one on the list that most obviously should have been at least legendary, and was pretty surprised to not even see it get in the top 20. Alright, the next level I'm going to be talking about is a bit more questionable whether it should be legendary, but in my opinion I think it still should be, and that is Project Nexus. This level is just awesome. I was hooked on this level ever since I saw the first preview, and it's so cool to see it done. This level has a really good decoration, really cool intensity, and really cool looking gameplay too. This level is themed around the game Madness Combat, which I've never played this before, so I don't really get the references, but I still find this level to be awesome. Now this level does have one big issue though, and that might be why it got epic, and it is because this level has almost 200,000 objects. That is not good optimization at all, but it does result in a really cool decoration, to be fair. But yeah, even though this has worse optimization than Waterfall, I still feel like this should have got legendary, but it makes a bit of sense why it only got epic. Anyways, moving on, we got another level to talk about that I think was unquestionably legendary worthy and maybe even mythic worthy, and this is none other than a Nemesis. I've actually talked about this level in several other videos just because it always comes up whenever I'm talking about good levels. But yeah, personally this is one of my favorite levels in the entire game. I feel like everything about this level is just perfect, all the way from the amazing decoration to the good optimization with only 88,000 objects. That is not bad at all. As someone with 60% on the level, the gameplay has a lot of really fun parts, but a few parts that feel like gambling a bit, but it's still very fun. There's just a couple of clicks that piss me off, but that could be because I suck at flow gameplay also. But yeah, I really feel like this isn't far from a perfect level. I think it's a very great level, and of course for some reason it only got epic. Honestly, I'll never get why. Like, does Robtop really not like realism deco that much? I'd say this is an easy legendary and maybe even mythic. I mean, personally I like this more than most of the mythics, but I am a pretty big realism glazer, but still I like it a lot. EVW verified this level too, which is cool, and he said that it'll be a future legendary, which it didn't get legendary for some reason. It's even EVW approved and it still only got epic. Anyways, I would say that's the one that's the most unquestionably legendary worthy on this list. Alright, next up I want to talk about another NCS Gauntlet entry that the community liked a lot, but Vibrant and Robtop didn't, I guess. And this is none other than Memory Lane. Memory Lane is an easy demon made for the NCS Gauntlet, which has a bunch of little parts themed around games that a lot of us have played in our childhood, and of course uses a very nostalgic song too. I just think a lot of the parts in this level look really good. I really love the Minecraft part and the Super Mario Bros. Wii part. I also beat it and the gameplay is really nice too, and this level only got epic and didn't even get in the top 20. I feel like a lot of people thought this would be in the gauntlets and a lot of people wanted it to be, but it just didn't happen. Didn't even get in the top 20. It's just a really good level. I mean, maybe people who haven't played these games in their childhood wouldn't really find this level too interesting, which is fair enough, but I still feel like the decoration's really good quality and it easily should have been legendary worthy. Alright, next up we got the best extreme demon in the game made by the best creator ever, Rad Scorpion GD's Jailbreak. Okay, but with all seriousness, this level got epic, which I'm happy with epic, but a lot of people thought it should be legendary. Slay even sent it for legendary, but a good amount of people thought thought it was epic worthy too, so it was like right on that border, I guess. I'll leave it up to you whether you think it was legendary worthy or not. And also don't forget about Through Time, that got a couple legendary stands and also only got epic. If only Robtop listened to his mods. Alright, next up I want to talk about a beautiful extreme demon that is really good and only got epic also. And this is Clock Tower by the Purgatory. I love this level. It is an awesome memory extreme demon with realism deco. This level just has a beautiful decoration and it has gameplay that fits the theme, which is like so rare to see in levels. I think the atmosphere is great too, the song is good, it's kind of chill, which is very rare for an extreme and cool to see. The end screen is great and I heard the gameplay was pretty good too from Victor's. Now there's only one problem with this level and that's that the optimization isn't great, but the optimization's not even like that bad. I think this level is just beautiful and I have no idea how this only got epic. If it was legendary, I would say it's one of my favorite legendaries in the whole game probably. I might even say this is my favorite extreme demon of all time. But yeah, Clock Tower easily deserved legendary and it's probably the earliest robbed legendary in this list too. Alright, for the next level we're going back to the NCS Gauntlet contest again. We are talking about Fishing Sequence. This is another NCS Gauntlet entry that didn't even get in the top 20 and only got epic. This level is just great. It's just a really cool art style level and it starts with an amazing animation. It's just themed around fishing and fish related stuff and it's very neat. It also has a really cool end screen too where you catch a blue marlin. Overall, I don't have too much to say about this. I just think it's a great level that deserved legendary and also should have at least been in the top 20 for the NCS Gauntlet contest. But at least it got daily level, so it got some recognition, but still it deserved legendary. Come on. Alright, next up we got a level that I actually talked about a couple times before. This level is an auto level all the way back from early 2.2. This is none other than Interise. So this was a level made really early in 2.2. Keep that in mind, yet it has these mind-blowing effects that not even levels this late into 2.2 have. I mean, there's definitely some levels with effects of this quality, but not as much. It was actually so impressive to see this so early into the update. Now this level did have a problem, and that's that it used to have gameplay and it used to be a 3-star, I'm pretty sure. The gameplay was impossible to see and it just played terribly, which it ended up getting only an epic, which is reasonable for something unplayable. But the creator fixed the one issue this level had and just made it auto. And I feel like it would have been nice if Robtop upgraded it to legendary, but I guess he didn't see it or something. So overall, it does kind of make sense why it only got epic, but it's a bit unfortunate. Also, to be fair, the level is pretty short, which makes sense for how many cool effects it has, but that does make it feel a tad incomplete, I guess. But still, even a lot of the top comments on this level were saying this should get mythic, and I still think this is one of, if not the best auto in the entire game. Alright, anyways, we've talked about a lot of levels here, but I still got one final one to talk about. This level is made for Wabu's Stereo Madness contest, which had some of the most amazing levels we've ever seen in the game. This is Bronco Blitz. This is a really cool level that starts with an awesome cutscene of a plane crashing down, I'm pretty sure. Then you end up in a Wild West, which makes a boss fight out of Stereo Madness gameplay, which is very awesome. The design is awesome, the animations are incredibly smooth, and then the computer crashes. This is kind of random. But then after that, you get another sick boss fight thing with some awesome dolphins jumping out of the water and a really cool Arctic scene. So yeah, this level is awesome. It has some really smooth animations, but I could kind of see why it only got epic. To me, it doesn't really make any sense why there's just a computer crash screen and the dino jumping game in the middle of the level. And yeah, just transitions to snow. It doesn't make any sense to me. That being said, I still think it should have gotten legendary just due to how awesome it looks. But to be fair, we were already getting some other legendary and mythic Stereo Madness remakes, so it's kind of fair that Robtop maybe didn't want to rate another one highly. I feel like it would have gotten legendary if it weren't for that. Well, anyways, that's all the levels I'm going to be talking about here. In conclusion, the legendary and mythic rates can definitely be a little bit unfair, but I still think they're an awesome feature to the game. I feel like it'd be really cool if Robtop updated a couple of these levels that deserve legendary to legendary or mythic possibly. I mean, we saw him recently downgrade a mythic to legendary, so why couldn't he upgrade some levels? I also feel like if a mod sends a level for legendary or mythic and Robtop wants to give it epic, I feel like you should maybe ask some other elder moderators first what they think. Maybe get a few other opinions just before making it fully his opinion. I think that'd be cool. But anyways, yeah, it's almost been an entire year of 2.2 being out and it's been incredible seeing all the awesome levels. I can't believe how many mythics and legendaries we already have, and we should have had more too with some of these robbed ones. Also, for the anniversary of 2.2, I got a pretty big video coming now, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, I got a playlist of a bunch of videos similar to this right here you might enjoy too. And with all that, I will see y'all in the next one.